amazing Ripple Maker onto the stage. I'm delighted to bring on the plant-based health coach, Vanessa Sturman. Now, Vanessa has built her niche movement by supporting busy people to reduce fatigue, create a balanced eating style, and maintain a healthy weight with delicious plant-based food. Tonight, she's here to share an activity with us and ask us some really deep questions that will help us to make our niche movement as well. She's turned her coaching business into a movement. Now we're going to see how you could do that with yours. Let's get her onto the stage, Miss Vanessa Sturman.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, and challenge accepted on the comments. Let's go.
Let's do this. Vanessa, just in case anybody hasn't seen your spotlight, and before we start diving into the content, tell us a little bit more about you and how you got into doing what you do now.
So I suppose it can start 20 years ago when I started getting into health, and I got to put health in big inverted commas because I didn't really know what I was doing, and the fact I didn't know what I was doing and did it all wrong is why I do what I do today. If anyone can relate to, here we go, comments starting, can anyone relate to trying to be really healthy but actually just totally overdoing exercise and eating bland food? In the comments now, just put yes. There we go. I did a lot of that. I overdid it. I wasn't happy. It wasn't fun. And I went on this real journey after really affecting my health, and yo-yo dieting. If you've ever yo-yo dieted, put yo-yo in the comments. And I decided, right, I'm really going to figure this out. I was in my early 20s by this point. I'm going to figure out how to actually solve this problem. And so I'm going to interlink everything, Sammy, with having the energy you need to run your business, and also what you actually need to do, some of those more strategic things you need to do to have a successful business. So I said, right, how do I break this down into a structure of what I need to do to be really full, energetic, and one of the funniest ones was eat like a normal person. When I decided to eat like a normal person, I was like, what the hell does a normal person do? What does normal look like? How is eating normally and enjoying your life and staying a healthy weight, how on earth does this look? And so I went on this journey of having a flexible structure. I was like, right, I need some kind of structure. I need to figure this out. And I think that's also something that's important for what method you're giving clients. They need a structure to the thing, to whatever it is, what you're offering, whether it's marketing or healthy eating, but they also need a flexibility with it. It's like, hello, well, what does my life look like? My life is busy like this. My life is shift work. My life is travel. My life has kids. My life involves, I love cake. Well, I like chips. You know, we're all different. We need that flexibility. So what I developed was a flexible structure that I took into the rest of my life. And as I went through the rest of my life, sort of getting on with actually being high energy, healthy weight, loving food, building in my favorite foods, I realized that a lot of people around me, whether they'd had eating disorders or not, had disordered eating of some sort. They were maybe messed up. They had some kind of yo-yo dieting. They'd tried lots of diets or fad diets. Put diet in the comments if you have tried a diet before and are also not happy with where that was. So I turned vegan 8 years ago, and because I was already fantastic at cooking, it was very easy for me to do plant-based. And I had a recipe website for 4 years. So it's all about the most delicious food, which also made me more unique than other health coaches. That's also something that's so important to your business, is what are you bringing that's more unique? So there are lots of people who can teach you maybe how to eat, but are they really, really focused on the best flavors, the fun, bringing in your favorite foods, how to do this in a way that is as healthy as possible, but also allows you that leeway, have something super, super unique. So I got to that point where I realized, well, I'm really good at this. I've done this vegan recipe blog. I'm coaching people sort of for free in my spare time. So I've got results, I've got proof. All right, let's turn this into an actual program and let's really go and get results for people. The other thing that was very important, and this is something with niching that I think is quite interesting, because I've been told, well, why don't you just work with vegans? And I was like, well, I don't want to, and actually it's not necessary. And actually what my business does is gives you that healthy focus of that really great foundation of brilliant gut health, high energy, getting rid of cravings, you don't have to be fully plant-based to do that. And actually having more of an inclusive approach has landed me speaking on Sky News. It's landed me being called up by BBC Radio quite often to go on there. It lands me that because of my inclusivity, because I say, well, you don't have to do something strictly 100% for it to work. Actually, you can all be involved and we can all be friends in this. And so that inclusivity has really helped me. What it's also got me by being inclusive, everyone's got to figure out their own niche, because when you make your niche too wide, you get no one. What it's also landed me is deals in workplaces and corporate, coming in talking about how do you optimize your performance. Oh, better get to the comments. Who wants to optimize their performance? Put performance in the comments. Has landed me going into workplaces and being paid to talk about what are the changes I can start making today in my local supermarket that will get me the performance, the great gut health, the energy I need, and get rid of cravings.
I just absolutely love. Yeah. I was so busy making notes as you were talking. Wow. I mean, the thing is that you've taken something. We've got a lot of coaches and consultants and trainers and speakers and authors and influencers in this community who are out in the world coaching and maybe delivering one-to-one and would love to crack that corporate audience. Like, how many of you that are tuning in would love to have an arm of your business that you are getting corporate clients, so you're reaching a lot of people in the organization by working with one company? I mean, that is one way of creating an enormous impact. And I know that, Vanessa, like, that would be a first thing. Like, how did you really crack that corporate audience to get in there and start speaking to them? But another thing is, you know, how you've then really, obviously you've niched this with the plant-based food. It's not even a diet, is it? It's a lifestyle, plant-based lifestyle. But what I love about the way you talk is it's like, but you can still have things. If you don't want to go fully plant-based, you can still do that. So one of the things we talk about is, you know, really owning that one ripple of impact, being really well known for that one thing, and then creating that ripple effect and giving them what they need as you go. So has it affected your business, or in a positive way or in a negative way, by only, like, do you feel like, oh, but now I'm only doing plant-based, I can't reach all those other lives? Because that's a challenge that a lot of coaches have. They go, oh yeah, but I really want to love on everybody, and if I can't love on everybody, then what do I do? Like, you know, it's like, I don't want to miss all these people because they need love as well. How did you get around that?
Yeah, so of course, when someone comes to work with me, they need to be interested enough in plant-based, but they don't have, because they don't have to want to be fully plant-based. The tips I'm giving and the structure I give, because even though I am a plant-based health coach, my focus is health coaching. So my focus is, well, what does, you know, how do we get the best gut health? How do we get the best energy? How do we get rid of our cravings? What do you think? Name one thing. Actually, hang on, let me go. Okay, here we go. So also explaining what's been really important to sort of bring this inclusivity is also explaining the why. So I say to people, yeah, you don't have to be fully plant-based, and that's true. And that's why workplaces are happy to have me talk to all their people, and all their people, whether they want to be plant-based or not, will come and see me, and they'll want to come to the session because they'll go, well, I'm going to find out about cravings. I'm going to find out about gut health. I'm going to find out how to optimize my performance and get more vegetables into my diet. Who doesn't want to get more vegetables into their diet to maintain a healthy weight and maintain a glow? By the way, I used to have acne and I've got no makeup on my face and I'm 35. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to say I look better now 11 years later than I did when I was 24. So what's really important is these health reasons, the energy, the gut health. What do you think? I want someone to put it in the comments. What do you think your good gut bacteria eats? This is your little challenge. What do good gut bacteria eat? What do they feed off? And if they do not get this, they die. What do they eat? You're going to have to tell me what's coming in the comments of Facebook.
It's a really good question. I don't know the answer to that.
That's fine. Okay, so a lot of people focus on taking probiotics, the good gut bacteria. They're like, yeah, but I take that. Surely my gut should be better. If you don't feed those good gut bacteria, they die. And they feed off fiber. They feed off fiber. to create a diversity of good gut bacteria in your gut, your microbiome, you have to feed them a diversity of fiber. That is something, whether you want to be fully plant-based or not, that is a fact. So giving people a bit of the why of like, okay, I'm not just coming up with this plant-based thing because I like animals, okay? I am coming up with this because I want you to feed your good gut bacteria. I want you to have energy. I want you to stop being bloated. I want you to take control of your health. I want you to poop better. Get fiber in your diet. You poop better. No one's going to put me in the comments, are they, if I say who wants to poop better? That's not winning me the competition. Say it in your head, though. I want to poop better. That is what we get when we have more fiber in the diet. Poop! So I saw someone put it. Yes, brilliant. We also get, who would like to be, here's a better one, who would like to be more full from their meals so they don't overeat? Fiber. You need to get fiber in. It is good for so many things. It's good for the colon. It's good for preventing diseases. It's good for slowing down blood sugar release, and it feeds your gut. So I make sure I'm giving enough of the why to people to say, you know, you're not just coming into this movement because it's fashionable. You're coming in because you want to solve your health problems. And so that's how I include everyone. Everyone can benefit and bring in more plant foods, whether you want to be fully plant-based or not, and benefit from all of my structure in terms of getting rid of the cravings, getting rid of the bloating, and getting the life you really want.
So you've really like niched that, and you're totally owning that corner of the earth now. You're like, right, that's it, I'm just going for it. Is like, when you think about the future, I mean, you're building this global movement. What does that look like for you? What are the steps that you are taking to grow that movement for those of our members that are watching from the you know, their living room or their office? They're like, okay, well, if Vanessa can do it, then I can do it. So what are some of the ways that you're looking to build your brand over the next 12 months that they can say, oh, that's a good idea?
Yeah, so many things. And I want to get more TV gigs, more radio gigs. That's something that's really important. But I'm going to say something so obvious, which is connect more with people. Use your network. Someone told me, a really great sales trainer, she said, get your computer phone out, your phone. Who's in your phone list? When I decided to get into corporates, I realized I knew a ton of people, and I checked them out on LinkedIn, and I'm like, they're all like in all these amazing positions in corporates, and I worked with them 10 years ago and used to have coffee with them in the kitchen, and now they're, you know, maybe director level, a bank or something. I'm like, well, I'm going to hit them up, send them a voice note on WhatsApp. The other thing is, guys, use your voice. Send a voice note. I've had people say to me, I don't open LinkedIn messages. I opened yours though, because you sent me either a video message or a voice note. I had to know what was in it. And I'm like, of course you did. Who knows? Put in the comments. Who knows they should be sending more voice notes and should stop texting, because everyone sends a text message. And how many text messages do you get from someone on LinkedIn and you go, another flipping spam, whatever? How about you start getting people answering you and going, actually, I'm really interested. Personalize a voice note to someone with their name, what they do, and why you want to talk to them. They don't all answer you, but many more will.
That's a great piece of advice there, Vanessa. Thank you so much. Vanessa, if anyone wants to reach out and connect with you, how can they find out more? What's the best way to contact you?
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I have a group on Facebook called How to Go Plant-Based. Please join that if you just want to find out more tips, hints, recipes. When you join, you can leave your details and I will send you my free guide, 5 steps to balanced plant-based eating, or drop me a DM on Facebook. That's absolutely fine. And if you just want to have a chat, we can do that. I only bring people onto my programs if they are really committed and if we are a good match. And for those of you who are so cool that you don't have Facebook, maybe you have Instagram instead, good on you. You can go to Energize and Thrive Plant-Based on Instagram. Give me a follow, download my link, my guide from the link in my bio, or drop me a DM.
Perfect. Well, I've got all of that information. I'll make sure that that goes into the description with the replay here. Guys and girls, oh my gosh, so many light bulb moments, so many comments. I'm just looking at all the comments that we've got coming in here. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, 98 comments. Come on, guys. Someone just type in wow or something in the comments so we can get it to 100 for Vanessa. I love it. Definitely me. I'm going to do more voice notes. Well done, Karen. I love it. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. Karen loved this. Drusella loved this. Awesome. Donna Tyson's in the house. Hey, Donna. Good to see you. Vanessa, thank you so much. Is there anything that you'd like to leave as a parting gift before you go?
Okay, so I just challenge you for your own energy levels, which are key for your coaching businesses or your businesses in general, to have the life and family that you want, whether that family is friends or children or whatever, or grandkids. Just make sure you are eating more fiber. Actually think about it. Stop worrying about protein, but yes, we will talk about protein another time. Please get more fiber into your diet. Feed those good gut bacteria. That is the most important thing. It's going to do so much good for you, your glow, your business, your happiness. More fruit and veg on that plate. Challenge yourself every time.
Love it. Thank you so much. We're going to have the healthiest ripple makers in the world in the community. Vanessa, thank you so much for dropping in with us at One Drop and for being here at our 2-year anniversary.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you so much.
Oh, appreciate you too. Well, if you can stick around, and guys and girls, do make sure you connect with Vanessa. She is in the One Drop Movement group. So if you go up to the members tab at the top of the group, you'll also be able to find Vanessa there and connect that way. And I'll make sure that all of Vanessa's details that she's given to me are in the description with this video after we finish going live. All right, give it up for the amazing Vanessa. Isn't she awesome? You need to follow her and definitely watch this space. There's a global movement in the making there.